What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'm back with part 2 of What If Naruto Was an Otsutsuki. The like goal got completely obliterated last time, so I figured to make it higher this time around. So today's like goal would be 320 likes for the next part, just to see if you guys really want this series to continue. I'll get into the recap soon, but before that, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button and turn on bell notifications. So with no further ado, let's get into the video. So last time, we left off with Naruto killing both Minato and Kushina, but he left off with new knowledge, hearing Minato talk about the way of the shinobi, and Naruto actually respected him in some way, respected him enough to take up the name of Minato's unborn son himself, the name Naruto. Naruto also first started to talk to Kurama, who he had found is the voice in his head. Now at the moment, Naruto is currently talking to the tailed beast that is now inside of him, Kurama the nine-tailed fox. In the conversation, Naruto comes to realize that Kurama was the large amount of chakra that came from the person who he absorbed, which was Kushina. Kurama didn't die from the absorption, so he wound up inside of Naruto, but he isn't sealed inside of him though. He's able to move freely around without any cages, but he doesn't try to dare to take over Naruto because of the amount of power Naruto holds is way too much for him to take over. They continue to talk to each other with Naruto actually listening to what the tailed beast has to say, which was about the Sage of Six Paths, someone who looks similar to Naruto because of the Otsutsuki blood of course. Naruto is confused to why an Otsutsuki was on Earth and not being Kaguya or Ishiki, but then he comes to realize that Kaguya or Ishiki must have been a parent to this Sage of Six Paths, because no one in the Otsutsuki world has ever talked about the Sage, and the only way for this Sage of Six Paths to be on Earth would be that they must have had a connection to Kaguya or Ishiki, who came to Earth as well. Kurama then says that the Sage is long gone and that he himself has been wandering the lands until a leader of a village a long time ago had sealed him. Kurama states his hatred for humans and is glad that Naruto isn't one, so he doesn't have any hate for him. Naruto chuckles and says that Kurama must have been too weak that he got sealed, and he goes on to say that he's confused on why someone like him has a lot of chakra but can't use it correctly. Kurama grits his teeth but can't come to hate Naruto because of his resemblance to his creator. Naruto grins and then decides to ask if Kurama knows anything about this Sage of Six Paths, but all Kurama says is that the Sage had created him and 8 more tailed beasts like himself and cared for them as well. Naruto is interested in the Sage and wants to know more about him, so he thinks that the rest of the tailed beasts could have an idea on who he actually is, so he decides to ask Kurama something again, which would be about where all the other tailed beasts are. Kurama answers that he doesn't know, but they could be in different villages, sealed inside Jinchurikis like he was before. Now that Naruto knows this, he has a plan set for his time on Earth. He decides to learn more about this shinobi code Minato had talked about, while going to retrieve the different biju so he can learn more about the Sage of Six Paths, which could lead him to find out about where either Kaguya or Ishiki are. Naruto smiles, then using his clan's abilities, he takes flight into the sky and flows through the air, ready to complete his plan. We cut to Naruto going through the Leaf Village, first looking around the place, looking for people that seemed like the last person he thought, Minato, so he can ask them about shinobis and stuff like that. Kurama chuckles inside of him, saying that no one in the village likes anyone different to them, and knowing Naruto has a whole different appearance than everybody else, Kurama doubts anyone could talk to him. So Kurama keeps chuckling at the fact. Stop the laughter, you beast. I'll get someone to tell me about it, and if they don't, I might as well threaten them, as I'm a higher being than everyone here anyway. Kurama continues to chuckle whilst Naruto ignores him and continues his way in the Leaf Village. Naruto also is pretty thankful that no one saw him fully on the night of Minato and Kushina's deaths, as that would be a problem. As Naruto continues on, he sees a man wearing a robe. He checks his chakra and senses that it's fairly big, but of course nowhere near his own size. Naruto begins to walk over to him and decides to ask what a shinobi is, and why they're even necessary in the world. The person wearing the robe, who is Hiruzen, looks down at Naruto with a saddened look in his eyes, which is from hearing the death of Minato and Kushina. Hiruzen then places his hand on Naruto's shoulder, ignoring Naruto's unique appearance, and then answers him. A shinobi is someone who is loyal to something as big as a village. They're so loyal to it that they would die to protect it. They're all honorable people who are respected everywhere for their enduring missions and hardships. That is what a shinobi is, young one. Naruto looks in confusion and thinks it through. He wonders why a person could be so loyal to die because of it. He then asks how he could become and learn how to be a shinobi. Naruto says this without hesitation, shocking even himself to want to become something humans made. But he still wants to learn about Earth, and even if he has to do this kind of stuff, he'll do it to learn new things, as in the Otsutsuki world, there was nothing as interesting as this. Hiruzen smiles and says that there is an academy for people to become shinobi. He also says that he will take him there if he would like, as he is hoping to make more people into shinobi, as the village is still in shock because of the Hokage's death. Naruto nods his head, making Kurama chuckle at Naruto's decision. The next day, Naruto is taken to the academy and everyone looks at him with disgusted faces, since they all see his pale white skin, lavender hair, and horn-like things coming from his head. Naruto also has a serious expression on his face at the moment, and it grows more when everyone starts to look at him with those faces. If any of you humans dare to look at me like that, I'll slaughter you all. The room grows quiet and the academy students have shocked looks on their faces. Hiruzen also has a shocked expression on his face, but then taps Naruto on the shoulder. Well, you can introduce yourself now, I guess. Naruto nods his head. My name is Naruto Otsutsuki, and I have come here to learn about whatever shinobi is, so I can gain more knowledge on it. I'll also be here only for a while, as I have other business to attend to later as the years go by. The academy students are still shocked, as they have just heard the way Naruto speaks at his age. Hiruzen then tells Naruto to sit down in a chair right next to a kid with long black hair. Hiruzen also tells the kid to introduce himself to Naruto so they can be friends at the academy and teach him a few things, since Hiruzen knows that this particular kid is a known prodigy. The kid nods his head and turns to Naruto. I'm Itachi Uchiha, nice to meet you. Itachi throws his hand out to Naruto, waiting for him to shake it. Naruto thinks about it for a while, and inside of him, Kurama shouts at him not to shake his hand, as Kurama had remembered the Uchiha name, remembering what Madara had done to him a long time ago. He thinks all Uchiha are no different. Naruto grits his teeth. Shut it, Kyuubi, let me think for myself of whether I should greet this human by shaking hands. After thinking for like a few seconds, Naruto just shakes Itachi's hand. Nice to meet you, Itachi Uchiha. So in his time at the academy, Naruto is taught various things and lessons whilst causing some trouble as well, as he doesn't fully respect all humans, and the only human he does respect was Minato. He also tries to hold back on everyone else because of his large strength gap, but he is able to show off his unique skill, getting everyone to admire him despite his different appearance and origin. He also hadn't told anyone about the Otsutsuki clan, but just said many things like how he left his clan from another village, as he doesn't want to give knowledge about his clan to humans. Naruto is given information on the history of the Leaf Village, with the teachers explaining things about the Hokages, the Will of Fire, and about the shinobi system. He also works with Itachi over the years despite his ill feeling of humans. He just admires Itachi's skill and knows that he stands out like him the same way he himself stands out to other people. Naruto also doesn't forget about his other objective on Earth, which is finding the rest of the Biju to find out information on the Sage of Six Paths, so he can get a location on where either Kaguya or Ishiki are. As years go by, Naruto is now gaining with Itachi on the same team with him. Let's just say the last person on their team is just some fodder character and not so important. The team gets sent on a mission, with it being to guard some important people of the village and escort them safely. Naruto doesn't really like the fact of guarding people who are weaker than him. It angers him a bit, but he tries to hold back his anger, as he doesn't want to get kicked out from the shinobi system. As they all continue along the path, a masked man stands in the way of them, with Zetsu above him hiding away to not get seen. Zetsu had also told the masked man not to attack the guy with the pale white skin, as he would kill him easily. The masked man's only objective is to see Itachi though, and prepare for him to be his puppet. Naruto senses that this person might be in the team's way, so for the first time in a long time, he uses the Byakugan, revealing it to everyone around him. Naruto checks the masked man's chakra and chuckles as he thinks to himself, why a human so weak compared to him. Everyone looks at Naruto in shock, since they had never seen him with a Byakugan. Naruto just has a normal expression though, confused on why everyone is looking at him like that. Itachi then decides to ask him if he is from the Hyuga clan, with Naruto replying that he isn't. The marksman waits for no conversation though and tells the team that he would be killing the people that they are guarding. Naruto and Itachi's teammate then rushes at the marksman with no plan but wanting to stop him from getting in the team's way. The man then swiftly kills him easily, making Itachi go into shock, then back out as he awakens his Sharingan for the first time, as he remembers the time he had been with that teammate. Naruto on the other hand is starting to feel something weird to him. It's something that he had never gotten before. He had never thought he would feel this way. He had never thought that he would feel sad for someone like a human. And that's what I'm going to end it off for today. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and if you did, make sure to get this video to 320 likes. I feel like I can dive into some deeper things in the next part more than I did in this one, so hopefully you guys hit the like goal for it. So like always, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button and turn on bell notifications. It's been the Blue Fang, peace.